peasant costs. I've seen the type. Dangerous and damn slippery about it.
You're right. She held such promise. I only wish... wishing for the alternative. You'd find that naive.
Can't say it changes things. Can't change that you were friends once, either. And for that, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Nev.
Abundance.
I could have sworn Hassan was just in here. Sneaky little cat.
You're not upset about taking a contract on your goddess? Even just a little bit. If I'd lived my whole life revering Ghilanane, I'd be upset.
No. Whatever we were worshipping, it wasn't her. It's what we were told she was. The Evanuris oppressed our people. Now we get to fight back. I feel pretty good about that.
You don't get it. About the Canary stuff. That's my mother's crap.
But you know so much more than you give yourself credit for.
But never as much as her.
Ah,
Don't me. She's the expert.
of course she is. She has decades of experience. But a proper teacher never makes a student feel inadequate.
Maybe in Navarra.
Another day.
You like to keep things sparse.
Easier that way.
I get it. The man who kills people for a living has to be able to move quickly. Nowhere is home, everything's temporary.
Grey Wardens don't have it any better. Most of you don't last very long.
No, we don't. Weishaupt was our refuge.
At least you've got the lighthouse now.
Look at all those green leaves. You've really brought this place to life.
Amazing what a little weeding and water can do. They're growing so fast, too. Even the ones I haven't tended. Maybe they just needed someone to remind them?
was involved when we found the Hand of Glory. Performing self-surgery. I pray she was already undead by then.
And now you've got a rogue hand on the loose causing trouble.
Well, that raises a question of independent will.
You mean, does Hazenkaz's hand have a mind of its own?
The diabolical mind that spawned it is my main worry. We'll stop Johanna. We must.
I like how Tim stays fresh here longer.
You're not nervous about the magic?
Nah. Magic's fine in Ravane. Be nice if we could teach spirits there to keep the food fresh. Less dead fish smell.
Long night?
I'm still getting used to the dream thing.
What was your dream about?
Tomatoes. Or maybe they were apples?
At least it wasn't the one where you show up to a job naked from the waist down.
Huh. Where did you put your extra knives?
I heard elves sometimes see magic stuff differently. What's the sky look like to you?
It's, colorful? I don't really know how to describe it.
Heh. Maybe the same.
Emmerich, when you catch up to Hazenkaz, just know where your exits are. Sometimes you think you've got someone backed into a corner, and you find yourself there instead.
Speaking from experience?
Too much of it.
I'm sorry. And the advice is well taken.
Gillenane's archdemon was... I just didn't expect that many heads.
No kidding. The statues back home don't look like... whatever that was.
Hey, what's going on with Spite?
He's throwing a tantrum. He wanted to kill Zara, but Hilario got there first.
She was mine!
Hey, no interrupting. You talk when it's your turn.
Never my turn.
It's fine. I'm dealing with it.
The Venatori stuck the two of you together? Neither of you got a say in it?
No.
That's messed up.
So you met a god in the flesh. How are you feeling about it?
Well, our gods, technically. It's a little weird. more than a little, but honestly, it makes things easier.
How do you mean?
Well, they're real, but also, they're pretty evil and don't seem to care much about prayers. So it's suddenly very not complicated, you know?
Whatever keeps things simple.
Tosh, are you alright? You're limping.
I'm not.
Okay, that was an exaggeration, but you're favoring your left.
Oh, right. Yeah. Bruised toe.
Ah,
It's fine. How did you even notice? What? Were you looking at my legs?
Tosh, you're twice my height. From where I stand, you're all legs.
They come together eventually.
So, Ilario.
Let me guess. You don't trust him either.
There's no playing with blood magic.
I know, but his family. I'll deal with it.
All right.
Hey, Emmerich. This place go on forever?
The Fade possesses no boundaries known to mortal kind.
Huh. Nice.
Nev, when we met, you didn't trust me.
It wasn't personal.
It was just good sense. I felt the same.
I knew it.
But I changed my mind.
Does this mean you trust me less? Or you've fallen for my schemes?
Maybe I changed it too quickly.
Probably. But I changed mine.
How did you get so good at fixing alluvians?
Oh, it's mostly a survival thing. Accidentally release a couple demons or rile up the local wildlife with misdirected magic a few times and you learn what not to do.
Oh,
Nev, if I asked what's bothering you, would I get an answer?
Alia says Minrathus is broken, and I've called it the same, but I don't like it that way.
Are you worried about what some Benatori said? Don't let her get under your skin.
I know. You know, when you were assassinating all those Venatori, it's too bad Alia missed the list.
Say the word and I'll make up for it this time.
So hold on. The Blight was the severed.
Dreams.
Right. Dreams of the Titans. And they were driven mad by imprisonment?
Yep.
How do you wrap your head around that?
The same way you wrap your head around the elven gods talking to mortals as the Tevinter old gods who were really their dragon thralls? Reality is wild. Just go with it.
As a spirit mage, Emmerich, you must sense spite.
I'm sorry that you two came together under such unjust circumstances. Ah. My sympathies.
You can hear spite, even when he doesn't take me over.
This close, yes.
I am so sorry.
With Algernon and Gillenane being... is it hard to...
If you ask the question, maybe I can answer it.
They're Tevinter gods, or they were, or something. Does that bother you?
Only if they get their way.
Weird. Minrathus being full of poor people.
Everywhere's got poor people.
No, my mother told me stories about Tevinter. Made it sound like it was all rich and powerful mages.
Your mother was in Parvalan before she came to Ravane. Her people were at war with Tevinter. Not surprised the story she heard had us all wealthy and decadent.
How do you know literally everyone? I don't know literally everyone. Almost. Every time we meet someone, you already know them. Morgan, the Crows, the Wardens, and the Chantry lady with the big hat. Not to mention the Dreadwolf himself.
How is that everyone? You didn't even list 10 people.
It feels like a lot of people.
Please stop staring at me.
I don't mean to be intrusive. In times of stress, the possessed often experience intense emotional shifts. Given recent events,
Is this sympathy or a field study?
I'm sorry about Treviso, and I intend to look out for you and Spite as best I can.
Emmerich, if you liked someone, what would you do? To show them you like them, I mean.
Perhaps a stroll through the memorial gardens of the necropolis? Lovely flowers.
Don't, you know, spirits hang around there?
Oh, a few, certainly.
Bathing in blood? Using it to restore your life force? That's pretty bad, even for a Magister.
That's just being a Venatori. To them, the only difference between a vial of lyrium and a living person is that lyrium is valuable.
Right. Like I said, pretty bad, even for a Magister.
Yeah,